everybody, welcome to Orion's Diary. Thank you for joining me here today. If it's your first time, I am Orion. Like, subscribe, comment down below. If you're just passing by, like the video anyway, because it really helps get the messages out there. So I'm going to be talking about health and wellness surrounding the whole Lizzo and Julian Michaels situation. But to talk about them, I have to talk about myself first, because I feel like, you can't talk about anybody else's situation without talking about you first and turning the mirror on yourself, and just looking at your own reflection. So I was diagnosed with PCOS at the age of 12. And PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. You're actually born with PCOS. You aren't, you can't contract it any other way but being born with it. But it only, pops up and shows its ugly little head when you go through puberty, or you can get it later on in your life, in your late teens and 20s. Some people get it as far as in their 30s, which I say sucks because, for me, I got it when I was 12. So I've been living with it for 16 years now. And it's easier, to know what you're dealing with and what's going on when you've already been dealing with it for such a long time. So PCOS causes a whole lot of problems like hormonal imbalances in the body, which causes hirsutism, irregular menstrual cycles, an absence of menstrual cycles, excessive amounts of hair growth, hair loss, which is ironic, and a deepening of the voice. Yes, it does. Don't be surprised. Look it up. There's a whole clinical review done on it. Everything. Just check it out. A whole clinical study. So check that out. But to start, when I was 12 years old, I had first got my menstrual cycle for the first time, and I got it, and then I just didn't see it. And then when I got it again, it continued on for like months at a time, where I was just bleeding out. I started to pass out. I was having problems. I was having like so much pain, and I was like, what is this? What's going on with me? And I didn't know what was going on with my body at the time because I was 12. I'm like, Mom, is this normal? Like, what's going on? She's like, no, this isn't normal. You should get your period every month for like 7 days at the most. No, that didn't happen to me. Of all people, it had to happen to me, is what I said. But I went to the doctor. We did ultrasounds, pelvic exams, blood tests, up to wazoo, and this just kept happening and happening. And so I became extremely anemic. I even got hirsutism, which is an excessive amount of body hair, which you can see on my face. I've got a lot of hair on my face growing, which shouldn't be there. I've also had hair growing, on my inner thighs, some hair on my chest. I've gotten a deepening of the voice over the years. These are male characteristics because I have more testosterone than I should. The androgens are, up, which the imbalance of the hormones could even be, too much progesterone, the body producing too much progesterone, too much estrogen, and too much testosterone at the same time. So your body is just completely out of whack. You're going through everything. And then there will be times where I didn't see my cycle at all. I wouldn't see my cycle for years. Yes, years. And like I said, then when I got it, boom, it was a catastrophe. So, it's an issue. And then I began to research later on in my life what was going on. And I began to figure out, okay, I'm also having some hair loss, which I'm also having some hair growth. They're ironic. It's just really weird. But so when I was, researching, I was like, doctor, what's going on? Because I'm also becoming obese, gaining weight because of the hormonal imbalances. And it's really hard for people to lose weight who have PCOS because it causes insulin resistance in the body as well. And the doctors tell you, oh, well, you need to lose weight, not telling you or even knowing that because you have this disease that you were born with to begin with, you're going to gain weight. You're going to gain weight, and it's really hard to get it off. They would tell me, lose weight. You need to lose weight, because it's too much weight on your ovaries, and this is why you're not having a menstrual cycle. you're missing your periods and all these irregular, cycles and things are happening in the body. But doctor, how do I lose the weight if, this is the reason why I'm gaining weight and it won't release the weight? Well, then they want to send me to an endocrinologist, which studies hormones and, the whole endocrine system. Well, she wants to put me on metformin because of the insulin resistance in the body. Well, metformin also, if you don't know, makes you want to eat more. It gives you hunger pains. You want to eat more, but also it, messes up your stomach and things like that. And it may have given me a cycle, but it also didn't take it away. So they give that to you to start your cycle and to help you lose weight. That really didn't work for me. I was still super anemic from all the blood loss and everything. So, like I said, I began to research and, research more on my own illness. And I began to get into herbs and holistic medicine. So I studied what I needed for, like, the holistic medicines like Dong Quai and stuff, or things that naturally occur in like yams and things like that. So I got this moringa. Yes, it's going to be backwards on the video, but it's called Moringa oleifera. And this really helps with your iron deficiency. It has so much iron in there and so many nutrients that the body needs that you don't need anything else. So later on, when I started having episodes, I would take that. It would stop me from like passing out and losing so much blood. So it would like replenish my blood in the system and everything and get my iron level and everything up. So that when I did go to the doctor, I still felt terrible, but it helped me where I wasn't losing so much blood and replenishing my body. Well, I said, okay, well, doctor, since you're saying that this is a health issue because of my weight, well, I could only lose like 20 pounds at the most, 30 pounds at the most, and that was it. And so I said, look, I know that the weight loss surgery is out there. I didn't want to do that because, I'm like, well, people are going to look at me and say, hey, you took the easy way out. I really wanted to do it on my own because I'm like, you know what? I'm young. I can do this. I exercise with my sister. My sister's like a weight loss guru, if you don't know. Check her out at Lady Red. She's got that good, information that you need if you want to lose weight. She was on Weight Watchers. Like my mom was on Weight Watchers and everything. And she got her weight down. She looks fabulous. She looks like a model. Okay. She looks so good. Like she's that bad one. Okay. Like they say, she looks good. She exercises. So I said, I'm going to work out with my sister, get healthy and all that. And I did that. I lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, and that was it. And even my sister would tell them, like, look, she's eating right, she's dieting with me, she's exercising, and the weight isn't coming off. So I said, look, all right, I'm going to do the weight loss surgery. So I did the gastric sleeve in 2018, and I lost like 80 pounds, a good amount of weight. Is this also going to be a determining factor of how much weight I can possibly lose because I was born with this illness? Yes. I didn't get diabetes, thank goodness, because I did eat right. I did exercise. I drank lots of water. And so that kept me, in the clear of diabetes because I never got that. Hypertension, I didn't get that. Later on I got tachycardia, because of stress and stuff, but that's another situation. Like I said, I've done the stress video. Check that out if you haven't seen it. But other than that, being overweight, I didn't have diabetes. I was overweight because of a disease, not because, I was eating terrible or anything like that. Just so you know. But I did that. I lost the weight. I lost 80 pounds. I look pretty good. I'm still a little thick. I got wide shoulders. I got my parents' wide shoulders. But I'm still trying to lose this weight. Still trying to exercise. Still trying to eat right. PCOS is a problem. But I say all this to say that, Just because you're overweight doesn't mean you're super unhealthy. Like I said, I didn't have diabetes from being overweight. I didn't have hypertension from being overweight. I ate right. I was healthy as an overweight person. And a lot of people say that's a contradiction, but it's the truth. I know a lot of people who are smaller have the fittest body and eat like hell. They eat terrible, and they even want to eat your food that you're not eating off of your plate. They're more of a pig than you are, and you're overweight. So to say that is ridiculous. Julian Michaels, she's a health guru and a fitness guru herself. And she strikes me as the type of person that if people don't look like her, then she's disgusted by it. Yes. With Lizzo, she's, overweight. She's a big girl. She's a big, beautiful girl. But at the same time, she puts herself out there in a negative way. And that's what got everybody looking at her in a negative light, because she's overweight, wearing certain things that she shouldn't wear. Point blank period. At any body size, she shouldn't wear. That's why she's having these issues. How you put yourself out there is how people will perceive you. But just because she's overweight doesn't mean that she's unhealthy. And it was wrong for Julian Michaels to say that, not knowing her health situation, and to say that obesity is the number one rate of bankruptcy in America. I've never heard that in my life. That's something that's new on me. That's something that's different. But like I said, she strikes me as the type of person who, really gets next to an overweight person, a person who's bigger than she is. You may not even be overweight or plus size, but you may be a little bigger than she is, and she might just get disgusted by you. She has to say that she likes this person, she likes that person. It's not about the body, it's about personality, because she's been on TV for too long. And that would become an issue. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Peace and blessings.